Hello, everyone, and welcome. I think the output. Yeah, we're good? Cool. We're live. Welcome to our anniversary stream for Planet Zoo. My name is Tim Smith, of course, lead community manager here, and very, very excited to talk about everything Planet Zoo, but also just celebrate with you. I think you will be able to see we've got some plushies in the studio. We've got a penguin here. We've got a penguin there. We've got quite a lot of penguins around the studio. Very exciting to see you all here, of course, not just for the penguins, but celebrate Planet Zoo's 2nd anniversary. So let's have a look who's in the chat. I can see, hello, there's a Manic Miner, there's Swifty Folklore. There's Hey Artie, Daniela. I saw you there, Heather. You're in there somewhere, so hello to you as well. And I could see Zoofluencer, there you are as well. Crispy Tater Tot, Weepy Abanibo to you all. And just in case you don't know, that is Happy Anniversary in Planko, a language that was created by our very own James Stant. I'm looking at someone who will be on camera in a minute, but you're just gonna have to deal with that. So yes, Happy Anniversary. I think actually, let's introduce my first guest. So we can introduce the wonderful James Lockett.
Hi everyone.
How you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
What do you think of all the penguin plushies?
I'm very excited about the penguin plushies. I always love them.
They're all fantastic. So just for those, naturally, you're not a stranger to the live streams, but for those who may not know you, could you share a little bit what you do on Planet Zoo?
I am called James Lockett and I'm a senior programmer on Planet Zoo. Currently I'm leading the programming team on all the weird features that we do, pretty much. So yeah, I think that about covers it.
That about covers it. Fair enough. Well, together, because I keep looking at James because I'm just excited to talk to him. Together, we're going to be starting the anniversary stream. We're going to, of course, have a little bit of a look at some of the new things in the update that came yesterday. So 1.7.2 came along with a whole bunch of cool things for the anniversary, which included the black and white ruffed lemur, of course, Bernie's Bakes, because we've all got a little bit of a sweet tooth as well, naturally. But now that it is the 5th, there's also the community challenge should be live. And if you pop loony balloons down in your zoos, you'll see your guests with the eternal phrase, Weepy Abanibo, Weepy Abanibo, on their balloons, taking it around the park so you can say Weepy Abanibo, y'all, as much as you want. So to begin with then, I think we're going to have one of my future guests on the stream starting to build a habitat for our beloved black and white ruffed lemur, and we're going to get to know James a little bit more. And then later on the stream, we're also going to be appreciating all of the incredible things that you and the community have made by looking through some of that. One of them is this ridiculous recreation of a zoo, so we're very much looking forward to it. I'm going to put the penguin down. The penguin can go back there. So I think we'll get the gameplay up in the background, and then we'll continue talking. So
that's good.
Black and white ruffed lemur, pretty incredible.
Very cute animal, definitely, and yeah, very happy to have gotten that in as a little quick surprise, I guess, this year. So,
yeah, well, we like to keep some things under our hat, of course, and we know that you'll love animals, and we're like, which one can party? I mean, we've all seen the film. Which one's very cute? What can we do here? And this is what we did here. So you'll see in the gameplay, we've got one of our guests coming up. We'll give a proper intro to in a little bit. Is just building up the habitat so we can deliver, as you can see, arriving now, our black and white ruffed lemurs. And it's going to see if there's any other little. We need ants. These are lemurs, not ants. We've got lemurs. So. We've talked a little bit about what it is that you do on Planet Zoo. Just gave a little refresher for everybody.
Quick reminder,
yeah, just a quick reminder. What's it been like working on Planet Zoo? We're 2 years, 2nd anniversary.
So
Weepy Abanibo.
Weepy Abanibo.
Weepy Abanibo. I'm going to say it. I mean, someone should get a counter going for how many times we say it on the stream, because the phrase is way too much fun.
It is a good phrase.
I think anyone who is in the office today has just heard me roaming the halls, shouting it, because it's a great day. It's a great day. Good. So what's it been like working on Planet Zoo for the last 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, it's been more than that for the dev time, hasn't it, as well? That's just released. So it's been more than 3 years for us. And I don't know, it's been kind of a massive blur. Like, we've done so many things. Yeah, it's just like one thing after another to, always roll into this game. It's like we always have more stuff coming, basically. We've always had more cool ideas that we wanted to, experiment with and play, throwing that into the game.
We've done a bunch of them too.
Yeah, you've done loads. And like before coming into the stream, I've been like racking my brain saying, like, what have I done actually? What have I worked on?
What did I even do?
Time?
I was just happy to be here.
I'm just here. I'm just vibing.
being here.
But I don't know. It's just been great. Yeah, like the team has just been lovely throughout. The community has been just lovely throughout. We've had, there's always been this back and forth between us and the community. So everything we do just sort of, bounces back, and it's really nice to get that feedback in. It's really nice to get the conversations going that we do, and like making a better game together. Like, it's good. And,
naturally, in the community team, I completely agree. We spend naturally an awful lot of time reading everything on social, on the forums, on Reddit. We just look everywhere, and we constantly are talking with you.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure we end up talking like nearly daily.
Yeah.
We definitely have like.
Well, the amount of chats that we have.
The amount of group chats that we have. That's true. And they've even got, what was it? The group chat is the CM and Dev for Planet Zoo plus Darren.
Yeah,
I think it's plus Darren. I'm thinking about my meeting calendar, and there's like at least two or three. I think there's at least 2 or 3 meetings that we have that are regular, where we just discuss like, here's what's happening, here's what we can try and do together, here's something that's, what do you reckon we can do? Community are asking about this.
Yeah.
Can we make a solution for this? There's this bug. Can we work on this one together? Some of you will know, of course, in the background, there's myself and the others on the CM team. So naturally, shout out for Eltanin, Francesca, and Jens, who are incredible. We reach out to people in the community to get save files and things like that, so we can help you.
So we can just like get straight into
QA.
Figuring out what an issue is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But the fact that we can do that, I love it.
Yeah, it's just like the turnaround speed is pretty good. I'd hope anyway that people think that. So.
I think so. But I might be biased, but I think so. I saw someone as well saying, it was a very cute comment saying they loved our set. I think it was Canadian Gamer Girl was saying what an incredible comfy set we've got.
Yeah, adorable. This whole thing.
It is
There's
really
so much
nice.
Going on.
I really like it.
So much to show off.
I forgot we have the hats. Well, that's fun too. It's really, really nice. So what would you say is if you had to pick one favorite memory?
So hard.
I know you said that you've got these like 2 years since we've launched where it's just been a blur because naturally we've been releasing content and working on it and we never stop. We're just having a great time doing it, so it just all goes one after the other. But what would be your favorite memory?
It's definitely hard to think about. I'd say like my favorite sort of like implementation memory. Like I could separate these out into little separate conversations, I guess. But like just a random thing that I was like remember being like quite happy with was when I was making the barriers system that we use for our habitats.
Right.
Basically, there was this section where we were still deciding how things should look and how how much expression you should be able to give with such a thing. And I just started experimenting during that time. And so that's when I started adding things like, the curvy tops to the thing, so you can have, sort of like intricate symmetrical designs, or when I started adding the inbuilt windows as well into the thing. Like those were just sort of like experiments on...
Just can this work?
Yeah,
Let's
just
see how
can
it
this
goes.
work, because this is something that you just see in zoos all the time for, because we did our zoo trip before the game launched, like quite a while before, to get, get everyone's minds bubbling about this and to, just sort of like ground the ideas that we were having. Yeah. And you saw that all over the place. So it's just like, I just wanted to make sure that you have the ability to do these things and you have the ability to do it fairly easily, So and I had a lot of fun doing specifically that.
getting that all set up and working.
Yeah, and it was like very much a back and forth conversation with art and design for how they wanted that to work, and like what models they would have to provide to make sure that all the trimmings work and all this.
Of course, there's just so many people who make any of these pieces actually exist in the game. I think like one of the favorites, we had all those mentions for, can we get the fences and the mesh kind of things?
Yeah.
And we're like, can we get this in and how can we do this? And then of course there's figuring it out on your side, and then we've got figuring it out with actually creating it and with art and all of that and getting it modeled. So it's just really, it's really cool when we get through and we make those things that people are looking for. I'm going to ask you another question.
Yeah.
And while you answer it, I'm going to see if there's anything in the chat. So chat, if you do have any questions that you've got for James specifically, let me know. But one of the questions that we've got as well would be, what is your favorite item or animal or animal that's currently in the game?
So I'm going to be that guy and say I've got a freeway tie for my favorite animal.
Freeway tie.
Freeway tie. I can't choose because it's too much. So I love the lion. Big lion fan. I love the giant panda. Just giant fluffy. Always looks cute in everything it does. And a big fan of the jaguar as well from our South America pack. I thought all the animations came out really nicely for that. I thought it looks really good, and it's just really fun to build habitats for those animals, basically, because they're really easy to theme for, I think. So that helps me a lot, because I'm not great at the creativity theming part of things, and it's like having a thing that pushes you, a quick idea in your head helps a lot. So
yeah,
it's good.
Absolutely. So we've got a couple of questions in the chat for you. Mm-hmm. Well, some of them are comments. Like Eben, one of our content creators, was saying that your shirt is on point. So thank you very much for that. There's some love there from Leaf Productions as well, saying they love hearing some of the stories about the programming side and stuff that's in the background, saying that it's something that they're really interested in. So it's really cool when they get to hear these insights and these little extra bits of information.
Love any questions on them, actually.
So that's pretty cool. Turkey Fox on Twitch asking, what zoos did you visit?
What zoos? Oh, so we visited our local one, which is, I'm now going to be completely blanked on the name.
Great Zoo.
Yeah, Great Zoo. Oh
Great
my God.
Zoo.
Yeah, you've caught me off on the spot here.
That's all right.
It'll come to me later.
All right,
probably.
well, we can have it come later. There was another question from Pit Sky asking whether you play the game for fun as well. I mean, yes.
Yeah, definitely. So it's like, every so often I'll just like load up Planet Zoo and have some idea. That's basically just like, I wonder if I could make something that looks like that. Usually it comes from if I've seen something recently, like, you see on like my Reddit, I'm subscribed to Planet Zoo. I'm also subscribed to a bunch of other, like animal zoo Reddits. And then you get like, someone takes a beautiful picture or something in real life of a zoo, and you're like, that looks pretty, and I think I want that in my local zoo, in my game zoo. So
I remember one of the ones that the dev team got really excited about was when people started coming up with the idea for dioramas, and our chat stopped being about work, and it was just sharing links of different dioramas.
I cannot pull them off to save my life. I'm very not good enough.
But people gave it a good shot.
Yeah.
And they were just like having some fun with that. Like we saw a cool thing, we copied a cool thing, had some fun with it, so that was pretty cool.
Follow the meme going through,
Yeah, so a lot of questions have come up while I was not looking at the chat. So I'm going to continue looking through the chat and see what else I can find. But in the meantime, I've got one of my ones on there, which was favorite item, like scenery piece that's in the game currently.
So I got a couple of, like for enrichment, definitely. My favorite enrichment in this thing is the bubble machine. Just because the thing that it makes the animals do is just so adorable all the time.
I'm just making noises now, but they go like this. It's great.
But that one's definitely my favorite enrichment out of them. But then for like scenery items, like I would say like I'm someone who's heavily reliant on blueprints. So I like to like take I download quite a lot of blueprints. My blueprint list is crazy and not very useful anymore because it's just like big massive flood of and it's like I have to use the search terms all the time, tag things just because I have no idea what I'm doing.
You just have to consider, should I unsubscribe from a couple of these?
I can't though. What if
but
I need it again?
Them all. Yeah. I need all of them. No, I get what you mean.
Happen. But no, so it's like individual pieces. Like I'm quite big on the very themed ones. Like a lot of our creators very much like generic-y pieces to build up something that they're after. But I'm very happy to just take here's a very this'll do the theme for you type thing.
This'll do the thing.
There's quite a few East Asia pieces that I like. There's like the food dog statues and the temple bits that you can put together, and those are really quick and easy for me. There's another one which is I was looking through this before the stream, and I was like, actually something that I've used quite a bit too much in like one area of a zoo I made was just for a South American part, there's like the Jaguar picnic tables.
Right.
And like they're just really cute, and they're like quite over the top, I think, but I like them a lot.
I mean, you can have a little bit of an ostentatious touch occasionally. That's all good. Just to address a couple of the questions that are in the chat. Today we are celebrating our 2nd anniversary for Planet Zoo. So, again, Weepy Abanibo.
Weepy Abanibo.
Well, we're not going to be talking about anything else about sort of the future. We're looking purely, it is more of like, we're coming together, we're going to look back, we're going to celebrate Planet Zoo, and naturally this is us getting back on our live streaming as well, because that's one thing that naturally we've not been able to do as much because it's tricky with the world situation. But we're in the middle of figuring that out to be able to bring those back as well, which is really cool. So that's what we're here to do today, is celebrate, do some giveaways. I don't know if I mentioned that, we're going to do some giveaways as well. Actually, do you want to do a giveaway?
I mean, yeah.
You've
said the magic word now. You should get
take something from the bottom shelf.
Bottom shelf.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the beavers calling out.
You want to do the beaver?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, what we can do, hang on, we'll do a giveaway for the beaver, but here's one that we prepared earlier. If I move my laptop for just a moment, and my water, there we go. We actually have here. We can show the camera. A North America Animal Pack press kit or media kit, and we're going to show you what's inside, and then we'll do a giveaway. So if we could flip to our other camera, as you can see here, this wonderful, slightly Antiques Roadshow style showing this, but it's a wonderful box, very, very cute, as you can see. Caution, got to handle this with care. So let's have a look inside. We have got a wonderful, adorable beaver plushie.
Coming out of the woodwork as well, basically.
I mean, if I hold it up slightly, you can see he'll get a bit fuzzy because the focus isn't on there, but that's okay. Are you gonna? It's just really hard to do. There you go. Look how cute it is, and fuzzy. It's all right. So we've got our wonderful beaver plushie there. Can't see the chat for now, but we're going to continue showing you. There's a wonderful greetings from Planet Zoo, North America Animal Pack postcard, which is very, very cute. In here as well, you've got to have packaging, got to keep them safe. We'll pop that over here for now. As this is the North America Animal Pack, we've got this wonderful little bit of sweet treats from America, which is very cool. You've got your sticker sheets. So I'm not going to peel these off now, and I'm trying to, there you go,
don't ruin it,
not reflect all the lights, but you've got a couple of these bits. You might recognize them from the streamer kits and stuff as well we shared with everyone. And then I'm sure you will remember from when we were promoting and we had our Planet Zoo road trip, you've got this wonderful map. So, oh, there we go. The angles are really hard to do. We've got this wonderful map that you can just display in your home. It's pretty fantastic.
It makes a good little piece, definitely.
He's just chilling there. Hello. I love it so much. Right, let's pop that all back in there. We'll pop this all back in because we're going to give it away. What do you want people to do for this giveaway?
I mean, the keyword of the day, right? I mean, I don't know if we can keep using it.
We can use it.
It's a hard one to type, though.
It is.
If you want to go something simpler.
I don't.
No?
No, this is a huge prize. We're starting off with one of the big hitters here. So
straightforward, Whippy Abanibo.
Whippy Abanibo. Okay.
You're gonna have to put that in the chat.
Elle, if you could write Whippy Abanibo in the chat, all one word, so that everybody can see. And Heather, if you could give a hand as well. If you could type exclamation point, Whippy Abanibo, and we'll get that in the chat, and then we'll pick a winner to go with this one.
Definitely a copy paste job, guys.
Yeah, a little bit. Cool. I'm going to get my laptop back so I can see the chat now. And let's go back to the view where we can see how our habitat's doing for our black and white ruffed lemurs. So, Bravo, could you go in towards one of the lemurs? Let's check them out, shall we? Get that cinematic view going. Yeah. Say hello to our super cute new friends in our zoo. We've got the black and white ruffed lemurs.
It's the tails going all over the place, which is always great with a lemur.
I'm seeing some Whippy Abanibos, and this baby lemur, do-do-do. I'm just reading the chat at that point. Didn't get to see who said it, because there was an awful lot of Whippy Abanibo.
Gonna flip that.
But yeah, we should check it out. I think if everybody really likes the beard on, not ours, I meant the black and white ruffed lemur. Yeah. It's so cute. Wow, that's a lot of Whippy Abanibos. So there's a lot of people who want to win this set. I mean, it's a pretty great prize, to be fair. There we go. We've got a wonderful shot of our black and white ruffed lemur just exploring.
It looks just so aged with the beard, right?
Yeah.
So, with the ruff.
But it's distinguished. It's
Gentlemanly.
It's gentlemanly, distinguished, very, very proper, put together black and white ruffed lemur down there. I'm going to need Elle or Paul, I think. If somebody could pick a winner and let me know, I will have a quick check. There's a lot going on here.
Too much to keep up with.
Yeah, well, it's all right. We're going to be picking a winner for this one. There's a lot of typing going on my side chats here, so we'll probably have a winner real soon. It's a really nice little habitat as well that
Barbara's
been making.
This one. It's been
great. I've been kind of like meant to be looking at you and looking at the audience at home, and I'm like, can I just watch him build? Just watch it go. Okay, great. I think we have a winner. Just as a heads up, we will be able to send this to you if you're in the UK, in Europe, in the US. If you are in a couple of different territories, we might not be able to, and in which case we'll try and get you a game code or something like that. But it should be okay. So it looks like we have a winner. Apple Mint in Twitch. Apple Minty in Twitch. It looks like Apple Minty. With an E. Yeah, there you go. Apple Mint's there in the chat. Is it Apple Mint or Apple Minty? I want to know that as well. You can stop typing Weepy Albaniba now. We've picked a winner. Apple Mint. Okay, it's not Apple Minty. There we go. But congratulations to Apple Mint. You've won this incredible North America Annual Pack media kits. Please send an email to community@frontier.co.uk just with a little screen cap so we can see that it is you, of course, on your account, and the community team will be able to help you out with that one. Awesome.
Sounds good.
I kind of want to just keep looking at the black and white rough.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, making such a great habitat for them.
Yeah.
Lots of detail to be put in. And then just having a big explore, because it's quite huge what Bavo's made.
Yeah, it is.
So.
In fact, Bavo, do you want to give us a little tour, and we'll just narrate as you kind of have a look around what you've got there. So we've got this incredible climbing set. There's clearly space up the top where you can chill out.
Have a little rest,
have a little rest.
Have the lake
survey
view, you know.
Your domain. You've got to have that lakeside view. Bumps up the prices, but it is worth it. You've got a little bit of foliage there. You've got some nice trees, and of course,
nice little camping bed over there.
You've got some water. You want to have some rocks as well, because it's nice in terms of the aesthetic anyway, naturally, but
and
I think
little plateau there just to hover over the water.
Yeah,
always
it's pretty
nice.
good. I like it. I like it a lot. So it's super impressive. I think actually, if we could get a bit of love in the chat for the build that's been going on right behind us this entire time, just hearts will do, and then I can tell Bavo there's lots of hearts in the chat for him. He's sending hearts like this across the studio as well. It looks like Leaf's heading off. Thank you very much for joining us. Someone asking, can I buy the plushies? So the plushies are actually prizes that we have available. So we'll give away a couple more of these throughout the stream. Perhaps not the beaver again, because those ones is quite a big set.
Yeah.
But we've got plenty more. We might just throw them around, do real quick ones. We'll see how we go, see what we feel like.
Yeah.
Right?
Dot them about, yeah.
Yeah,
plenty
just
to give.
liberal with penguins. Yeah, it'll be pretty good.
The army has approached, yeah.
Oh, just
Penguin
super cute.
army.
Bunch of hearts in the chat for you there, Bavo. He's touched. You'll get to meet him pretty soon. It's incredible. So I think we've got this wonderful habitat here. It might be good to meet the man himself who's been making it.
Yeah,
I reckon.
We want to do the switch
So
off.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to head to a very quick back soon screen, and we're going to say thank you very much to James for joining us and for sharing a bit about his time working on Planet Zoo. And then James and Bavo are going to switch places. So the one building and showing off everything will be James, and then you'll get to meet Bavo. So we will be right back. welcome back. It's still me, Tim, and I am now joined, as promised, by our next incredible guest on the development team, which is Bavo. So hey, Bavo, welcome. How you doing?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I love watching you building this habitat in the background.
Quite a bit of pressure going on, but...
I mean, you handled it like a champ. You just cracking on, building it up. It's people saying, yes, Bavo, you legend. See, there's a lot of excitement in there. Osric saying, oh, hey, Tim, as if I was never here. Thanks, Osric. I love you too. A few questions quickly to address. The black and white ruffed lemur is free for everyone. You just simply need to update to 1.7.2. It is a gift from us to you, the community, for our 2nd anniversary. And there is another thing which is brand new in Planet Zoo, which is Bernie's Bakes. So we'll be talking about that in a little bit, since Bavo was actually part of making that, which is really, really cool. But to begin with, could you tell us a little bit of what it is you do on Planet Zoo, and your role as a 3D artist, right?
Yep, that's right. So what we do in the scenery team is we create the scenery assets the players scan down to build their habitats, and we do enrichment items and blueprints. That's kind of everything we do. So yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff. And you very recently, naturally, have been working on the Bernie's Bakes.
That's right.
So I think then if we could ask James, if you could head over and show us Bernie's Bakes, and we can look at this while we talk about it, which is fantastic. So could you tell us a little bit more about making Bernie's Bakes between you and, of course, the others on the team?
Yeah. So for this one, it was quite a fun challenge because first there was the idea, like, there's going to be the content anniversary pack. What do you want to make for it? Yeah. So there were quite a bit of good suggestions, but then eventually, we went for a new shop because we hadn't really done it before in Zoo.
I love the drawings on the little boards and all.
Yeah, some quite fun details in there. Yeah, it was also because it was not something we had done before. There were some small challenges we had to overcome, and then just trying to figure out how everything was supposed to work. But then once everything started coming together, like we made the cupcakes for the guests to eat, and then the animations working with it and everything, and then the shop looks great as well, and then the signs for it, and the balloons, those are all really fun items. And
yeah, we'll look at the balloons in a minute as well, for sure. Yeah, don't worry. Oh, it's such a cute little deck, like that space there. You just get your cupcake, you sit, you can enjoy
the view.
It was really heartwarming when everyone was thinking, like, we'd love to do something. What could we do? What could be special? And we came up with this because it's cake. It's an anniversary. It's a celebration. Who doesn't want cake? And I think James is giving us a little bit of a close-up on the guests holding the cakes. The frog. Oh my God, the frog. It looks so great. Sorry, this happens. I just get distracted. I'm watching it, and this is very, very cute. There's TV Robbie saying that I love Bernie's Bakes. Hey Artie, we love cake. Shells Bells, love the cupcakes. I'm seeing a bit of a pattern. The Cliffy Show, cupcakes. And then there's Fware. I'm going to say Fware, saying that they look tasty. They really, really look tasty. Simply Savannah, lovely to have you here. Thank you very much for joining, saying that they love it as well. It's one of our beloved content creators. So while we continue to see all of these wonderful things with Bernie's Bakes while James plays around with the shop, could you tell us maybe a little bit more? You've talked about what it is that you do. So do you have a key memory, a favorite memory, working on Planet Zoo? I know it's been a little bit less than, for example, for James, but there's perhaps a favorite one?
Yeah, so I've not been in the team for so long. I've only joined in February. I joined as an intern actually. Yeah, definitely the release of Africa, and then seeing the direction of the players, and seeing how happy everyone was, and then the review videos on YouTube and the community being so warm about it, and actually really liking the last pack.
Gorgeous pieces of scenery in there as well. It was with the mosaics and everything, and with those sculptures, especially the rhino one with all of the sort of plate bits on the wire. It was all really, really cool. I quite like the sacred scarab as well, the beetle, the exhibit.
Yeah, the animations really tie it all together.
Yeah, it's just popping around with that ball. It's just doing its best. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. So a lot of people say, I'm happy to see you, Bavo. It's very adorable. And so, actually, I've been talking about things that I think are some of my favorites. But what would be your favorite animal that is currently in the game?
Well, it has to be a bear, because I really, really like
bear.
bears, but there's so many good ones. So
Yeah.
I really don't know which one to pick. It would probably be the sun bear. Or like
I was thinking you
yeah.
might say sun bear.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just might be a bit weird, but just like the whole the weird thumb thingy they do. It's so
Well, it's
funny.
the tongue thingy, and it's also the eyes. It's just, they're really like iconic. They're just a little bit different. I love bears as well. It's a consistent conversation in the community team as to how I think a pet bear would be fantastic. And they all say that maybe it would not be so great for my health or my home. But I do love bears as well. I think the sun bear just kind of stares into your soul a little bit. It's just,
But in a good way, in the best way possible.
in the best way possible that a sun bear can do. But it's just incredible how different it behaves and how incredible it looks, right? So I guess what we'd have a look at as well is what would be your favorite item or scenery or blueprint piece that's in the game, because naturally you work on them. So you can't say Bernie's Bakes.
Right.
Can't say Bernie's
Oh,
Bakes.
I was about to though.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to make it harder for you.
What, the one I've worked on or the one in general? Because
I mean, it's in the game.
right.
So if there's one that you like from somebody else worked on, for example, I know that Fern worked a lot on, or was it Bernie on the meerkat statue?
That was Bernie.
That was Bernie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I think the Macaroo would probably be my favorite
The
one.
Macaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're straight up back. Yeah, just once again the animation just really brings it to life, and it's a really, really fun piece. It's like a centerpiece.
I really like the way that it incorporates sort of that life in Australia edge to it, being made out of all these different pieces. Again, it's really, really cool. I really like that. Just to give a quick shout for those in the chat, we're not talking about anything to do with the future at the moment. We're looking at Planet Zoo and celebrating the 2-year anniversary together, because it's been an incredible 2 years since Planet Zoo released. And we've got some wonderful dev guests on with us as well. And of course, we quite recently released the, it's a mouthful, North America Animal Pack. So today, we've of course got the brand new content with the black and white ruffed lemur and Bernie's Bakes. So those are the bits and pieces that we'll be talking about today, and celebrating the community because they're amazing. So aside from having the Bernie's Bakes shop in there as well, I think we do have the balloons. So you mentioned those. I reckon if we could get we've got, there you go, Looney Balloons in the shop there. I think James is helping facilitate, get more people to go and buy some balloons, because can you guess what phrase is going to be on there, Bavo?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Can you guess in the chat what phrase is going to be written on those balloons? I don't know. I can see other people in the studio laughing because I'm just sat here asking ridiculous questions. Laura Nora is in there with the win, saying, Weepy Abanibo, Weepy Abanibo to you all. There you go, Grumpy Anna, where everyone's saying Weepy Abanibo. I feel like it's just, we'll just every now and then spontaneously chat with celebrations for the anniversary in Planko. So that's always pretty incredible. So, did you want to talk a bit about the balloons? You also had a little bit of a hand in working on those too?
Oh no, that was me. That was someone else on the team.
Okay,
so,
cool.
but yeah, like just the material finish on those. Like it just, they look really, really convincing. They look really cool. And then once again, the catchphrase of this stream, Whippy Abanibo.
The catchphrase of this stream. Weepy Abanibo. It's fantastic. I love it. So, aside from having, of course, the bake shop, with Bernie's Bake Shop, we also have a couple of other bits, which was the balloons. That's going to be available today and throughout the weekend. So in your parks, make sure you've got a Looney Balloons placed, because through today and Saturday and Sunday, you'll be able to see your guests walking around with these very special anniversary balloons. But we also have a community challenge as well, because we were thinking, how can we just, like, it's almost like icing on the cake. What can we do to add on top of that, right? So I think it's been pretty fun to plan out with the team, and that's more with like design and so on, right? Figuring that out. But with the anniversary, you'll be able to do a community challenge that is available and live right now, where if you release any animals, any rating, you don't need to get them up to a 3-star or anything, for example, you'll be able to get prizes. And so, top of my head, without checking my notes, it's every 5 animals that you release, you'll get an animal back, but that animal has got a really high chance of having rare genes, and I think it's a 1 in 50 of being albino or any kind of special color dimorphism. And then every 15 that you release, and I'm going to get Elle and Paul in the chat to sense check me and make sure that I got this right. But every 15 is how you get outfit pieces as well. And there is a cap. You can't just go releasing like 10,000 animals. I think there's a cap of about releasing 600, but that's still quite a lot of animals to release over 3 days' time. But it gives you plenty to do while you're checking out your new lemur, checking out your new bake shop, checking out all of the balloons as well, which is always very, very cute. Let's see. I'm checking out a few of the questions that are in here. People talking about different countries and stuff like that. Specific things you saw in the zoo. Yeah, so Eben is asking, like, if has there been anything that you've created and got a chance to work on that you've also recognized in a zoo? Same way that James was like, we see these windows and we want to make it that this can happen. Is there anything like that that you've been able to help with putting in the game that isn't cake?
Sorry.
Was there anything that you've helped or contributed to in the game where you were like, it's really cool?
Oh, that brings it all to life.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the Africa pack mainly. The Northern African pack.
Yeah,
that's just
the Africa pack.
There were so many themed assets on that one. I think like there's not something specific like I can like pinpoint, because like everyone did, made such a great contribution to those, and all of the assets like they kind of have their own like they bring their own kind of identity to it, and they're really. Yeah.
So just the Africa pack.
Just I guess so.
The whole Africa pack. So that's the favorite item would be the whole Africa pack, which
as a theme, I think that one works really, really well. And definitely
I think that's one that the community at home really, really enjoyed as well. Actually, the response with that, with all of those different pieces, and like the kind of just that love and attention that went into it. I can see there actually, James. James has found one of our guests who is now picked up one of our wonderful anniversary balloons there as well. I can see Elle in the chat in YouTube, and I imagine soon over in Twitch is confirming. It was every 20, not 15. I was close. It was very close. There's Eben who's saying that the pieces of the Africa pack were super versatile. They were really happy with them. We're getting you popped the balloon. James. James is just like, I popped the balloon. Yes, as Osric mentioned, we're not talking about anything about future of Planet Zoo. We're coming together today as a community to celebrate that we're 2 years. 2 years, and we've got a wonderful new lemur, we've got a wonderful new shop and some balloons, and there's loads of cool creations and all of that kind of stuff throughout there. So I'm going to have another quick check on the chat, see if anyone's got any Bravo-specific questions. Any interests about 3D artists, for example? We had Leaf earlier who was super interested in the programming side. If there are people interested with the 3D art side, feel free to pop a question in the chat. We'll see what we can do. There's Salamanders. It's pretty good, Salamanders, saying that they love the fake rocks. I think it was in the aquatic one we added quite a few fake rocks, top of my head. That was pretty great. But yes, they are super useful. There's people sharing their stories in the chat saying that they play like majority of their time in franchise mode and things like that, which is very, very cute. Bernie, shout out to Bernie in the chat, asking what's your favorite animal, meaning Bernie wasn't paying attention. I think we all know. It's the sun bear.
It's the sun bear.
Yep, it's the sun bear. We can do that. It's the sun bear.
It's the sun bear.
It's the sun bear. There's locked and ready, asking when are the lemurs coming? So the black and white ruffed lemur is available right now. So if you go and update Planet Zoo to update 1.7.2, you'll be able to play with the black and white ruffed lemur right now. We're actually playing in just the live version of the game. There's no dev shenanigans going on here. We're just playing on a basic retail copy that we set up here in the streaming room. Just Goron, another one of our creators who made some incredible things. I think actually Just Goron, who might be looking at one of yours later, so stick around, is asking, are there different people working on animals and scenery? And
Yeah, so we've got
quite a few people.
Yeah, quite a few people.
They work on the different parts, right?
Yeah, so we've got two main 3D teams. Like we've got the scenery team and then we've got the animal team.
Yeah, so they talk, of course, to see what they can do to help each other out, right?
Yeah. Like especially like when we're doing like the enrichment items for scenery. That's really where the communication starts happening, because like we obviously the animations also like have to work with the enrichment items for the animals, and
Yeah.
it's just like we all have a little input. Like we make the enrichment items and animals, then the animal team makes the animals, and then animation creates the animations for the animals.
Yeah, I mean, animation do the animations,
Yeah.
of course.
And then by the end, if it all comes together, it's just
yeah,
a
absolutely.
little celebration in it.
So I reckon what we can do, just keeping an eye on the time, is try to do another giveaway. So not the beaver, but what do you reckon? We've got penguins, we've got some giraffes, we've got some hippos, we've got some hats. Any preference?
All bottom shelf, right?
All bottom shelf. The
Right.
top shelf is off limits.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe.
yeah, that's real top shelf stuff there. We've got to keep that one.
Yeah, maybe the penguin then.
You want to go for a penguin?
Yeah.
I can reach a penguin. Oh, yeah, this penguin. There we go. So, there we go. Let's get the chat back up, because I changed all of these different windows. To win this penguin, we're just going to we're going to do Bavo. That's it. B-A-V-O, exclamation point, Bavo, B-A-V-O. Pop that in the chat, and we'll pick a winner in a minute for this wonderful penguin. And we're going to do this one a lot quicker. So get your mentions of Bavo in, and then now I get to go, hey Bavo, they really love you. They're chanting your name. It's Bavo, Bavo, Bavo.
Starting a little cult following.
Yeah, I mean, check that out. It's just over and over. It's just you.
I don't think I've
They
seen my
love
name
you.
written that many times.
There we go. See, and some people are just straight up chanting it over and over as well. They're just adding it multiple times in a row, because, of course, we love and appreciate and cherish our developers on Planet Zoo, and the community do as well. I think if you'd had a look at the forums, you would have seen so many messages of love about, this is incredible, we thank you so much for all of your hard work, thank you so much for giving us all of these really cool things, and it's just really, really wholesome, to be honest. Okay, so let's pick a winner. I'm going to flip my windows around again, and if a wonderful community team, if you could tell me a winner, please. Okay, Wolfie over on YouTube, you are the winner of this very special penguin in the Bavo giveaway. So congratulations. I don't know, here, you can hold it. There you go. Winner of this penguin, wonderful penguin. Don't have to name it Bavo if you don't want to, that's entirely a choice. But I'm not gonna say that you can't name it Bavo as well. So, I reckon what we can have a look at doing now is switching things around a little bit, and we'll get on to our next wonderful guest. So if you could all join me in not only chanting his name, but saying thank you very much for Bavo for joining us today for the stream. I hope you had a wonderful time, and thank you for everything you do on Planet Zoo as well.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're very, very welcome. Thank you for joining. We could keep doing this. It's like, well, thank you for having me.
No, thank you.
Well, thank you for joining.
Thank you for existing, Tim. Thank you for being you.
Oh, you. Stop it. Okay, we're going to go to a real quick be back soon screen again, so we can swap everybody round, and we can get our next guest on the stream, who is also, unsurprisingly, from the Planet Zoo development team. So, we'll be right back. welcome back. Good to see you all again. Weepy Abonebo. Y'all. So, I'm now joined by our next guest, and we're moving into a little bit of a different section of this celebratory live stream. What we're going to do now is we're not going to look at what we've created. We're going to look at what you've created. So within the dev team and within the CM team, we've picked a couple of our favorites, and we're going to share them with you on the stream. And there's a couple blueprints and there's a couple of full zoos in there. So whilst we get those loaded up, we're going to be chatting with our next guest, who is the wonderful Kai. You are wonderful. Don't look surprised.
Hello.
Wonderful.
I'm Kai. Nice to meet you.
Everybody say hi to Kai. So Kai, you're an animator for Planet Zoo.
Yep.
So, aside from, just saying I animate things, could you share a little bit more with everyone at home of what you do on Planet Zoo?
Well, Tim.
Well, Kai.
I make animals move in 3D. That's kind of obvious, but it's also about juggling like what we interact with the other departments as well. It's not just about making them move around and making them look nice. It's also about sort of how we interact with the other departments and make sure everything's working together. So, like we'd have to, go to code, or maybe sometimes even like audio when we work into this kind of thing to make sure everything sort of works in harmony, maybe sacrifice something once in a while. No animals, don't worry about it. It's mostly candy, I think.
We sacrifice candy.
It's treats, yeah. We like
sacrifice
biscuits and stuff like
candy to the dev team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To make them, to appease them. So, like we work together with them. Well, we don't upset anyone.
Nobody's upset because
exactly.
Kai makes sure that we all have candy at all given moments.
Exactly.
There's definitely not a sugar rush issue around Kai's vicinity.
No, don't worry about that. There's no such thing.
No such thing.
And if there is claims about that, don't listen to them. It's a lie.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
So you heard it here first. We can trust Kai. Can trust everything Kai says. Kai doesn't lie.
No.
Not even about candy.
Not even about candy.
Not even about candy. Okay, fantastic. As for saying all the devs deserve all the candy. Becca Boo saying, you're awesome, Kai. We're going straight in with this.
Thank you.
Becca Boo, when I read your comment, I thought you were just talking about Kai.
Oh, she wasn't? Oh, well.
No, she was. She's saying you're awesome, Kai, but the next part was saying you make all the movements so fluid and real and you do a great job. And I was just like, that's a weird thing to say to somebody about their existence.
Well, thank you.
What they meant clearly was in the game.
Of course,
So they're basically showing a lot of love for you and the rest of the animation team for all of the hard work you do to make the animals so real and fluid, not your own movements here on the stream.
Well,
so
they're pretty cool too.
I'm pretty cool too. You want to show some more of those cool movements?
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
But go on.
Go on.
I don't know. I mean,
you can go on.
You run the show, my friend.
I do run the show, my friend. That is
you're the
very
man
true.
of the
all
hour.
right. So we're still waiting for the zoo to load, but I can tell you all a little bit about which one it is. So in YouTube chat, I think it was, you'll see a good friend of ours called Just Goran, and they have been creating a scale version of a zoo, which I'm not very good at pronouncing, but it's a Dutch zoo called Beekse it's a Dutch zoo.
Okay.
Anyway, and so they've been working on this for ages. They made news headlines in the Netherlands as well by simply building this zoo. And if you have a look on the Steam Workshop, and once we've got this running, we'll be able to show you, and we'll be sharing links for it in the chat as well. But you'll be able to see a comparison of the map that comes from the actual real-life zoo, so that you can see all of the hard work that they've done on building this. So it is a big zoo. So it's going to take just a few more minutes to load up, but that's okay, because that's what we've got me and Kai here for. We're going to do some giveaways, and then we're going to do that. But we want to just give a lot of love to zoos that have taken just hundreds of hours, because I mean, it's incredible, right? The amount of work that goes into all of the stuff we see on the workshop.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff in the past.
What would you say your favorite thing you've seen on the workshop is?
There was one I saw ages ago. There was like this Last of Us kind of map, and I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah. They actually took that and they built like these little cars that were like sunk into the ground and stuff like that. It's obviously a reference to that one scene in the game where
Well, keep it casual. We don't want to spoil the game for anyone else.
Oh right, it's
where the thing happens.
Where the thing
Yeah.
and then the thing happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's incredible the creativity
Yes.
that comes through, and you can see all of that. I think for me, there's the small touches that people create that often get overlooked because you've got these giant builds, and then you've got all of they're actually often made up of all of these smaller workshop blueprints that other people have made, and then they've just combined it all together into this just incredible thing.
Absolutely.
So on this one, I'm not sure whether Just Goran is still in the chat, but I hope so. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. But so while we wait for that to load, because like I said, it is one of the biggest zoos I think I've ever seen in Planet Zoo, not real life. I've not been there in real life. We could do another giveaway.
Oh,
You want to do a giveaway?
of course.
We could do a giveaway.
Let's
Okay.
give something nice.
Would you like to pick something from the shelf, the bottom shelf only, that
How
isn't the
about-
beaver stuff? So there's penguins, there's giraffes, there's hippos, there's hats.
Yeah, let's give away a hippo.
You want to give away
Let's
a
give
hippo?
a hippo a home.
Okay, we'll give a hippo a home
Yeah.
without breaking everything. There we go.
You did it.
I did it.
Well done.
I'm so proud of this hippo. We made it. All right, here you go. Would you like to present the hippo to the audience at home?
Behold, a hippo.
Behold.
Yeah, it's a nice hippo.
Yeah?
Yeah, quite a young one, I think.
Yeah?
You know, looking at it, because we've seen a lot of hippos when we were doing animation, so this looks like quite a young one. I could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
Could be wrong.
Oh, I thought you were never wrong.
Well, I don't lie.
Oh, but you are wrong.
Yes, I
Okay.
could be wrong
Could be
sometimes.
wrong.
See, that's how it works. But yeah,
Can never be perfect.
exactly.
There's some people saying that they love hippos. Martin is confirming that yes, it's a hippo.
It is.
It is. Heather saying, what a cutie. Mandy's Gaming Garden is a beautiful hippo. It's so cute. Arthur saying that they'd missed a giraffe last week in Brighton, but we could settle for a hippo. Well, you just have to see if you win. That's what we'll have to go with. Osric asking, what's the name of this hippo? We're pre-naming the animals before they get to you now.
Well, if you want me to give it a name, I'd call it Paul. Hip-Paul.
Hip-Paul. Would you say that that's like a double barrel name? Or is
Well,
it all one word? Like Hip Paul?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Yeah?
We'll go with that. We'll go with that
Oh,
too.
that was your idea.
Yes,
Yeah. I
absolutely. My idea.
think
Yeah.
he just lied.
All right, you got me. It's your idea.
So, Hip Paul.
Yes.
Wonderful. And what would you like people to type in the chat for a chance to win Hip Paul?
Hippo Abanibo.
No. Hippo Abu Nipo.
Yeah, Hippo
Whoa,
Abanibo,
how would
everyone.
you spell that? Hang on, I need to type that out. Hippo. My spelling isn't great in Planco. Hippo Abanibo. We could do Hippo Abanibo. I've just typed it in the chat for you, CMs. If everybody could watch out for a comment from Eltanin for Hippo Abanibo. I'm going to check. Hippo Abanibo is one word. Then we'll do the giveaway that way. A couple of you are figuring it out though. Dr. Hip Paul Abanibo Amiibo. It's going places. It's going places.
Yep.
Okay, I can see Hippo Abanibo in the chat is exclamation point. You already know the drill. Hippo Abanibo. I can see that. You figured it out. You've got it. Nice. Congrats on naming this Hip Paul Abanibo.
Yay!
Is Abanibo like the second name then?
It could be.
Yeah, Hip Paul Abanibo.
Mhm.
Just doing a little dancey dance.
Yeah,
A little dancey dance.
because he's happy. He's going to have a
Yeah.
home now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
Good for
So,
you.
now our wonderful zoo has loaded. So I think we'll flip around to do that for full screen for a moment. In the meantime, CM team, if you could pick a winner for the Hippo Abanibo. This is the Vikseverge Zoo, created by Just Goran. So we will share the links in the chat later when it's no longer talking about Hip Paul. But this is incredible. So this is a scale replica of that zoo with a whole bunch of details. So I will mention we are using the light version of the zoo. So Just Goran has created two versions for everyone. The light edition that we're showing you now, and this one is without all of the guests and without all of the animals already in there. However, you can get a full version available, which is pre-built with all of the animals and the guests running around and all of that as well, of course. But for now, James is taking us on a bit of a tour. I mean, what do you think?
I think it's great. It's wonderful. He even built the buses.
I mean, I built a lot of it. There's so much detail in this build, and James is going to just take us for a drive around it, I think.
Oh, that's amazing. I think I saw a guy in the zoo, though. There was like a guy T-posing somewhere.
I mean, maybe this is the light version after all, so we'll leave them to do their thing. Like, no judgment here.
You're right, Tim. Absolutely. You know, people are free to do what they want.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you've got all these wonderful enclosures. There's like real attention to detail throughout this.
It really feels like a real zoo.
You can see what's going to be in there. Right now, there's just a keeper waiting, but you've got the little pieces there as well. There's Derek on YouTube saying that they visited this map before and that it's such amazing work. Absolutely. Princess Jasmine saying that it's so neat and clean. Yes, it's incredible. I can see the CMs are figuring out who was the winner. So, Chaos Bat on Twitch, you are the winner of Paul Abonibo, the Hippo. So congratulations.
Congratulations!
I shouldn't clap too loud next to the microphone. That might not be good.
Okay.
You can clap with the plushie.
Oh, yay!
There you go. Hang on, we can get a close-up on that.
Yeah.
Maybe do the clapping with the plushie.
Hip Paul is
There we go.
glad.
Hip Paul. Hip Paul is happy.
I'm going home.
Hip Paul's having a grand time.
He is.
He's just so cool.
He is. He's a very hippo.
Hippo. He's quite hip.
Exactly.
That Paul.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
There you go. Tim, you're a genius.
Oh, stop it.
Absolutely.
Carry on. No, I'm kidding. So, please send a message, ChaosBat, to community@frontier.co.uk as well, and with a little screen clip and so on. You know the drill by now, so that the team can make sure that we can send Hip Paul your way. Right, let's get back to looking at this incredible zoo. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's almost built to scale. I've never been there myself either.
No, not myself. But I kind of want to now. I almost want to go with my laptop and like have the zoo and like compare as you go and just be like, this is this.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could take photos when you go, not take your laptop and have the same effect.
Well, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, it'd be kind of funny if you walked around with your laptop, but.
I feel like they should do that. Like I mentioned that there'd been like news stories about this build.
Really?
Yeah, because it's building a zoo. Like it's to scale as well. I think they put a lot of work into making sure about that.
Impressive.
It's super impressive.
What's in here? Like tigers or like bears? Well, I mean, there's no sign, so just have to imagine.
Sure.
Elephants.
Well, there you go.
And
Thank you very much, James. This is the elephant and baboon area.
Oh.
It's pretty impressive, I will say.
Yeah, it's huge too. Did they say how long it took? There's a car.
Did they say how long it took?
Yeah.
There is a car. Yes.
I love that they built these little cars. Just like
car. I'm going to try and double check. Elle, could you have a look if you can find on the Steam Workshop? If you could, please share the links so everybody can explore this. It's incredible. But also, if there's any reference for how many hours Just Goran put into this.
They have their own ads. That's creativity.
That is creativity. Because I feel like
there's a season 2.
This is an ongoing build. This is the first version, and they're continuing to work on it. But it's been going for quite a while. It's just hundreds of hours off the top of my head. But so if anyone can find that and pop it in the chat, please do, so we can share that. Because everyone's saying like, this is incredible, this is insane. Just Goran's in the chat. Hey, I knew you were there. Just over, I sold you short. I'm so sorry. Just over 3,000 hours in game.
Wow.
And the majority of that was spent on this zoo. So someone was asking, where are the animals? The animals are alive and well, and they are in the full version of this build, so that we could load it a little bit quicker for you today. We're using the light version. So Just Goran has put 2 versions of it up, of the phase 1 of this zoo, so that you can, of course, add the animals as you wish, or have the complete zoo with them all as they would be at the zoo itself. And just Goran, please let me know how my pronunciation was, because I can't imagine it was great, but I did try, and I feel like I could give myself points for effort.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Too, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
No
that.
one else could have done it better.
No, except maybe everybody in Holland.
Exactly. Yeah, maybe a local might have done it better, but yeah.
Oh my God. Fantastic. Well, we were going to talk about what is your favorite builds in the community, but we kind of did a bit of that.
Well, yeah,
we could always ask you, what is your favorite animal that is currently in the game?
Ah, good question,
You
Tim.
can't say sun bear.
No. There's
Just
only
take it.
one love of my life in Planet Zoo, and that is the seal.
The seal, the California sea lion?
No. The gray seal.
Oh, right.
And you know, it has to be that animal because that animal is just oozing with appeal. I've not worked with, it absolutely is. I have not worked with an animal that's just like, have you seen the children? It's just, you know, like one of the most important things about animation, like it's one of the rules actually, is appeal, right?
Appeal.
And Planet Zoo is pretty much all about appeal, right? Like in my opinion, like that's the number one for me. When I go in and like make an animal move, I think people are gonna look at this and what's gonna make it look nice, what's gonna make them go, oh, what's gonna make them go like, that's awesome. It's gonna be appeal. And that's like how the animal behaves, its personality, and the seal just captures my heart. It's such an amazing animal. It's like a snow sausage that kind of bubbles around with like little fins. I mean,
Did you call it a snow sausage?
Yes, because that's sort of what it is. It's a little snow sausage that sort of just wobbles across like
A
ice.
snow sausage.
Yeah.
Updates live from the Frontier streaming studio. Kai considers a seal to be a snow sausage. More as the story develops.
I don't have any other like words for it because it's such an adorable animal. Like there's also like sea dog and stuff like that, but snow sausage for me is like the most endearing term.
That is entirely fair.
Yeah.
You can pop the hippo down.
Oh well, I'm sorry. Yeah, didn't give him enough space there. You've got to go now. Be free, Hippo.
Be free, Hip Paul.
Yes.
Be free.
Be free.
Well, we can pop Hip Paul, and this one is Bavo. So, in fact, let's get this one. This one can come over here. This one can chill here. This is just lives in the studio. We've got Bavo and we've got Hip Paul. Shout out to Paul on the CM team, by the way, who I imagine would be very confused that we keep saying Hip Paul over and over and over again. So I think what we could do now, because we've got a few more builds, which naturally we want to show, and they're going to take a little bit of time to load because they're incredible. We could do maybe another giveaway, but we'll flip back. And James, if we could load the next zoo, and I'm going to check my notes, so we can decide which one is next, which means a little bit of scrolling because I didn't add this, the Hobbiton one. Oh, you already done it? No. Okay, cool. James is off camera, nods, shakes head, nods. So we're going to be showing another zoo now because we've had a great time checking out that one from just Goran. 3,000 hours is incredible.
I know. And it's still going.
Yeah, that was phase one. I mean, it's a scale model.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah, props to you, man.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste my notes so that I can find them a lot easier.
Nice.
It's always useful so we know
Good
which
idea.
build is coming up next. And I think we could just do another giveaway while we're waiting for the next zoo to load, I think. So get to pick something else.
All right, let's see here.
I think there's a Kai in a candy store.
I think somebody said giraffe earlier.
Someone did.
Yes.
Someone did say giraffe.
Well then.
Can I reach the giraffe?
Maybe. Go
Will
Tim.
that- no. Oh, I revealed all the other penguins.
Oh no!
Oh no, there's so many more
There's
penguins.
so many more penguins.
Okay. They were a little bit hidden, but now there are many, many more penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, secret's out.
Focus on the giraffe, not on all of the penguins that I decided to put on the shelf.
Yeah.
This was a real nice moment for, and it was Marilena and Rachel and Jem, and they just see me with my arms full of penguins just walking past, being like, can someone please help me? Because they were falling out of my arms.
Bro.
There's too many penguins. So,
You lucky man.
you did a really great job last time.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, Tim.
That was the time with Hip Paul.
Yes.
I mean, we got a whole story of the origins of this one
We
hippo
do.
plushie and its life and its personality.
Yeah.
It's hip, it's
He's
cool,
hip.
it's happening.
Yeah.
So, we've got a giraffe. Someone did mention a giraffe before. Someone's saying there's a penguin army.
There's going to be.
There's Bold being very, very, very nice about me. So thank you very much. What would you say about this? Could you present it to us as if we're on Antiques Roadshow? This is a giraffe.
Well, good sirs, I have for you today this mystical giraffe. Ooh, see its horns and long limbs that stick out of it. Behold, and this wondrous beauty could be yours. You could adopt this creature. Now, which one of you lucky people at home will adopt? I'm going to get a name. We'll not go with that one. No, not that name. Spotty, yes. Spotty the giraffe.
Spotty the giraffe.
Yes.
Everybody please welcome Spotty the giraffe to the stream, who is also waving. You can keep waving. We flip the camera so you can wave. Wave more.
Spotty the giraffe is very happy to see you. Don't know what I'm doing with my life. But Spotty the giraffe knows what he or she is doing with their life.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, with their life. And Spotty the giraffe wants to go with you. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's really great aspirations.
Yeah,
I mean, it's wonderful that Spotty knows what they want to do in life, and that is go home with one of you watching this stream.
Absolutely.
I think one of my favorite moments is when we just keep going, and then we keep a straight face.
Of course.
I was going to say, but you ruined it by laughing.
I'm sorry.
And we've just got a room of just like giggles around us. It's all very fun.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
So, what would you like people to pop in the chat? We're not gonna. Someone suggested Spotty Abonebo. We're not doing that.
Oh no,
No.
we're not.
No, we've done this now. We had a great 5 minutes, but that has gone with Hip Paul.
All
So
right.
we're gonna need something else.
Mount Giraffe. Well, I mean, I don't know. You want me to come with something on the spot? It's
No,
difficult.
you got this. I'm typing it in the chat.
Mount Giraffe, because giraffes are like tall, like mountains.
That's
and
true.
Yes, yeah.
It is a giraffe.
And Spotty wants to be a mountain when he grows up, I think. Probably. Maybe.
Probably.
Well, he wants to go with you first and then become a mountain.
There we
Yes.
go. I've typed in the chat for the CMs how I'd like it spelled for Mount Giraffe.
Mountain Giraffe.
Wait, that's
yeah.
not how you spell Mount. Maybe don't. Mountain Giraffe?
Yeah.
Giraffe Mountain?
Giraffe Mountain.
Let's
yeah.
go with Giraffe Mountain.
Let's go with
then
Giraffe
people
Mountain.
can just spell that.
Yes.
So, exclamation point, Giraffe Mountain.
Yeah, Giraffe Mountain.
Let's go with that. Giraffe Mountain. I'm not going to type it in the chat because I think you guys can do that. You've got it. Cool. And we'll pick a winner for Spotty the giraffe, whose aspiration in life is to go home to one of you. A little bit of backstory with these plushies. I love it. So we've now loaded the next map quite a while ago, but we just kept talking. So we're going to bring that up on screen now. And this is one of El Tanin's favorite builds that they've ever seen in Planet Zoo. And this is a recreation of a pretty well-known literary area, shall we say.
Oh, it's Lord of the Rings. Somebody actually made it.
A literary location.
Isn't it?
Yes, it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, all right. Aren't I wrong? This is the Hobbit village. Yeah.
Yes. So this is an incredibly cool map. I think we'll share the link for everyone again in chat so you can go and explore this for yourself. But this is one for you fans of, I think it's called Lord of the Rings.
I'm sorry, okay? But yes, it's the Hobbit village.
Wonderful.
And I couldn't have made it more obvious, yes.
So, it looks like we have a winner for the giveaway for Spotty, the giraffe.
Oh.
If we could say a huge congratulations to Heather G, who is actually also one of our mods, so that's awesome.
Well.
You are the winner of Spotty, the giraffe. So
Yay.
can we get a lot of love for Heather in the chat? So I think, yeah, keep doing that. Go on.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, hold it up.
Look at how glad Spotty is to go home with you. You know, he's practically screaming Whippy a Bobanoo in his head.
It's Whippy Abonebo.
I am very sorry. Yes, he's a giraffe. You can't help it.
Oh, was that him pronouncing
Yes.
it? Was that them
exactly.
pronouncing it?
Yes.
Okay.
I never tell a
okay.
lie. It's the
Okay.
giraffe.
So I think this is a pretty good moment to give a shout out to our community moderators. Heather is, of course, one of them. and you'll see them helping us out on the forums and helping us out in the live streams, and they're just this incredible group of people, and Heather being one of them. So we're going to use Heather as the main person we talk about for now, because they just won this wonderful Spotty the Giraffe. But they've been a huge part of the Planet Zoo community over the last 2 years, and we love them all, and we love having you guys in our community and being a part of it and helping us make it that much better. So thank you so much for everyone in the community moderators who helps us out and makes Planet Zoo as incredible as it is. And I know that we could see Heather in the chat. I can see Osric is in the chat, who is another one of our moderators, and there's plenty more. So CM team, if any of them are in the chat and in the stream today, please drop me a message and I will give them a little shout out as well, because they're all incredible. So if we go back to the game, we're inside now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
This looks like someone's house.
The insides of the house. So would the animals live in the house? Is that how it works? Is that like the house animal habitat? Because then like a giraffe would just walk through the halls or something. That'd be really interesting.
This is probably not actually designed for a giraffe.
Oh, it isn't? Well, I mean, sorry, not a giraffe, like a zebra or some animal that isn't like as tall as a mountain.
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this was built for exploring in the aesthetic rather than for maybe...
Oh, for an animal.
Maybe.
Well, an animal could live here. I mean,
isn't it incredible the amount of
Yeah.
detail that's gone into creating this thing?
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Like they must have taken like scenes from the movie and just sort of pieced it together.
I can see that El Tanin has shared the link over on Twitch, and I imagine soon over on the other one, YouTube. Doing great.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of love for this in the chat, which is fantastic. You
Wait,
can
what is
see.
that?
Well, there's just
there's
just some otters.
There's otters.
Yeah, they're
Nice.
just chilling.
Ah, that's
Wouldn't
amazing.
you want to take a nap in the sun on a little?
like a little raft?
A little raft in the middle of the lake.
Yeah,
It
I
sounds like a
would.
wonderful way to spend the day.
It would. I'd love to
Yeah.
go to a hobbit village and just sort of
Just chill.
chill and lie
Check out the windmill as well.
on the wheat fields.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Well, they got it down to like a detail, don't they? Don't
It is detailed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that the insides are also done on some of this, like that is adding in that extra bit of detail for sure. There's a lot of love for otters in the chat. Someone's saying Frodo the zebra.
Frodo the zebra.
This is
Got to
great
get to
fun.
the ring.
I'm having a great time. So let's check how we're doing. We've got plenty of time. We're doing great. Elle saying that they'd like to be on record that they squeal whenever they see these kind of builds coming from the community for about a week. As the lead on that team, I can confirm that Elle does indeed do this. But it's also totally fine because we all spend a lot of our time fawning over the cool things that the community make anyway. It's kind of like part of our job. So that's okay. Let's have a look if there's any other questions in the chat that we can throw your way. Just so you know, while Kai is here, you can ask Kai questions. It's an ask Kai lots of things, but not anything. There's going to be there will be some things that are off limits for Kai, I would say.
Yes, I too have a private life, everyone.
You do?
I do.
Oh my god.
Contrary to belief.
Yeah.
Okay.
Contrary to belief.
Isn't that right, Spotty?
Yeah, there's some questions in there asking if we do things like working with zookeepers. So we've definitely had research in the past where we reach out, we work with zoos, and we do have those conversations, and we see like, how's that going to work? I think it escapes the top of my head which ones, but we definitely worked with zoos, the same way that James couldn't remember the name of zoos earlier. I also can't remember the name of zoos. We're doing great on that one. We've got, let's see, Kai, since you do animations, can you do a handstand? I should have read the full question before I asked you. I asked if you could do a handstand.
No, but perhaps
So
Spotty can do a handstand. Ooh.
Okay. I don't know how we're going to facilitate that. We're going to go for the top camera. You can do the handstand here.
Are you saying?
Yeah.
I thought for a second you were going to ask me to do one. I'm
No.
like, I'm
See,
not
here goes Spotty.
Look, Spotty's doing a
Doing
handstand.
It's sort of a headstand.
I
Well,
we gave it a go.
Yeah, I can't really do
Yeah.
much than that, but there you go. See, there, Spotty's doing a handstand for me. Isn't that right, Spotty?
That'll do. There you
That'll
go.
do. Thank you.
Request fulfilled.
There you go.
You're welcome, chat.
What?
Wow,
What
such
makes you-
skill. Nice
what-
handstand.
Okay, I'm gonna ask myself a lot of questions after this stream. Like, what makes people think that animators can do like acrobatics and stuff like that? Is it because you think like we're like kung fu masters or something?
Well, I imagine it's more along the lines of that in the same way you do like have mocap and everything, right? So you sometimes have people who do animation who then will create their own reference images and reference positions for
Yeah.
the animations that they're doing.
Of course.
So I imagine it's more along those lines because I've definitely seen the creative process for like in general on the internet where some animators have shared how when they wanted to do a certain thing they would do a small clip of themselves doing it so they could use that as their reference material, which is quite a cool concept, I think.
Yeah, but you know, normally we hire experts for that because clearly we don't want to like break all the bones in our bodies. You know,
Don't break your bones there, Kai.
there's I wouldn't, well, not for something like that. But yeah, if it's not a sort of performance that's focused on like acting, a sort of physical performance, we normally hire, as far as I know, experts who
Yeah, of
won't
course.
break
We-
every bone in their body.
I
don't
mean,
think
just
animators-
as a, disclaimer here, we do not ask Kai to do handstands. We do not ask Kai to do mocap. We do not ask Kai to put himself in danger whatsoever.
No.
We keep Kai safe. We, if anything, we make sure that he has blankets and he's kept safe and protected. So it's going to be
Yes.
okay. There was a great question in here asking about how do you research the animations to make them so accurate. So I know there's an awful lot on that one
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
absolutely.
people like in the design teams. So one of our previous guests on a live stream with Killian, for example, is instrumental in that kind of process. So it's definitely a team effort. It's not just that we go, Kai, do the thing. And then Kai goes off and does everything end to end on his lonesome. It works in that way for an awful lot of things, right? In terms of audio as well. We've got a huge team and they do this research and they pull from like documentaries and references online as well. And of course, sometimes there's information from zoos that we can pull, which help build everything that we have and the way that we approach it. So with the animations, it's the same kind of thing, right? You get that support, you get given some more things there. If we need more, you look for it.
Yeah,
all that kind of
absolutely,
stuff.
Tim. It's like you said, it's all about references and looking for specific animal behaviors that you pick out and anything that might be nice that you feel like is really specific to the animals that you want to get in. And then sort of suggesting this to like, oh, you know, like let's say there was one thing. So this was a really big thing back then, and it's in no way, don't worry, it's not controversial or anything. So the lemurs would do this sort of thing where they sunbathe like this, and people thought it was like a joke because, like, why would an animal do this? It looks so human, but we looked around for a long time, and they actually do this in the wild. Like, have you
That's
seen it?
awesome.
Yeah, and it's sort of like how they sunbathe. I guess it's because they want more surface area, so they sort of.
I mean, that makes sense. It's
Yeah.
like you've got more space and then you're warmer.
yeah, exactly.
That's exactly how it works.
But some people didn't believe that this was a thing. But as animation, this is what another sort of debate we have to deal with. You see, is that we have to balance between something that's believable and something that you know, that people accept for what it is. And then if it's just quirky enough but really unique, we'll get it in. Another example I can give that I don't think got in or might have gotten in. You could correct me if I'm wrong. Is that
Probably correct you if you're wrong. Kai.
Yes, please.
I'm going to correct you every time you're wrong.
Oh, come
I'm
on,
going to make a big deal out of it each
Tim,
time.
come
you're
on, don't do this to me on stream.
It's okay.
I have a home to go home to. Yeah, sorry. It's the giraffe. So I don't know if you guys know this, but giraffes. Oh well, I've got giraffe here. Actually, they sort of.
Posing giraffe.
Yeah, they sort of when they sleep, they have to like bend their necks. It's really interesting because they spin their necks all around and they rest it on sort of their like rear or rump, I guess. And a lot of us thought that's really cool. That's the most unique thing about this animal that we could get in. But the argument was, what if 5 of them did it at the same time on the same spot? And then like you'd go like,
And this is where QA comes along.
yeah, and goes like, I think there's a problem with the giraffes. They're also doing this thing where like their necks are broken and like, you know, and then
You
we
got
go
to make sure that it's got that realism, but you want to make sure at the same time that it's still something that's enjoyable to see and to play, right?
Exactly, yeah.
I think we had this wonderful developer journal recently. So if you check on the forums, one of the wonderful people working on animation, not animation, your animation, audio, called Ben, was talking with us about that exact kind of principle, where you want to have that realism, but you also need to adjust it a little bit so that you've got that realism, but the way that it comes across real in a game means that you sometimes have to make it not real to make it real, which is really, really cool and really hard concept to grasp as well. We had a cool question in here from Pit Sky for you, Kai. What would be the most satisfying animation that you've created that's currently in the game, and why was it satisfying?
It's a tie between two things.
Okay.
But one of them was sort of a weird triumph. It's like I climbed Mount Everest and then went oh, I made it, and then immediately collapsed because it was one of the hardest, most complicated animations I had to do, and that would be, we spoke Pavo's favorite animal, the sun bear, earlier. I don't know if any of you have seen this, but the sun bear sort of climbs up to the hammock and sort of
yes.
So that animation,
I love that one.
Took me about 2 weeks of nothing but just blood, sweat, and tears researching on how a sun bear would climb up a pole and fall into it. And it's very interesting because most animals do it really quickly, but my argument...
Not the sun bear.
But not the sun bear.
The sun bear doesn't do anything quickly.
Because it's a very... the personality... Again, this is the personality of the animal that we tried to capture.
Yeah.
And I looked into it and I thought the best way to sort of get this animal out there in a way that is just the most appealing way possible is to get this sort of clumsy, I'm climbing up a hammock, I'm gonna fall off the hammock, woo. So both technically and in terms of art, that was the most challenging 2 weeks of my life. I ate and slept animation for those 2 weeks, just ripping out my hand, going oh, this is working, why isn't it falling this way? And then when I was done with it, here's the fun bit. Someone from another department came in what if it came out from the other side of this thing? And I looked at it and went,
so it Kai turns around and he just goes, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, but it had to in the end because it made sense, because the prop was it would come in from two sides. So again, it's working with other departments, as we
Always.
do, and communicating with them to find the best sort of answer. And the person from the coding department, which is my hero, came in and said, well, dude, I've got this amazing plan. All you have to do is grab the animation from the hammock and flip it over. and it seems so simple, but in terms of implementing it was actually very complex, because there was a bunch of things we had to do as well that's off screen and stuff like that. And that's why, even though most of the stuff we do is art-based, it can get very technical in a sense where hooking it up can be, well, it won't work always the way you think it will. But
I think that it's actually a fantastic example, because it really highlights working with the other teams, but also that. I really like the attention and the love that goes into making those things happen. It's not just okay, so bear needs to do this thing, good enough, done, next. It's no, we want to make sure that we get this right, we get that personality in there, we make sure we find a way for it to work in these different directions. What if it needs to do something else while it's there? Figuring out all of those bits and really putting that care and attention is sort of just wonderful. So we have got a few more questions for you in the chat, but we are going to swap over what build we're looking at. So I think, James, if you could head over to the very poorly made zoo where I just popped some blueprints ready for the stream, that would be grand, because I think let's have a look at some of those blueprints rather than full zoos now. And you can make it slightly prettier if you like. They're all subscribed, they're all in there, while we do another giveaway. So, speaking of which, we should do another giveaway.
Right.
I've already decided what people are going to type in the chat.
Okay, that's good.
So all you need to do is pick a prize. I guess we could do a hat.
Oh, we're doing a hat.
We could do a hat. Look, I could probably get the hat without falling over. There
Nice.
you go.
Well done, Tim.
So there we go. We've got this wonderful hat.
Oh,
Kai,
thank you.
would you like to show this off to the audience at home?
This, my friends, is a hat with the Planet Zoo logo on it. Yes. And it's got a little gold sticker. And it says, simulation runs wild. Yeah, Planet Zoo. If it's hot and sunny in your area, I'd love to have one of these things.
It's hot and sunny in your area.
You could have a hat.
What would you say the other sort of features of this hat would be, or benefits of this hat?
What are you asking me? Well, it's colored black and green. Yes, like dark. Well, it's more of a dark blue, I guess. And it's got a little strap at the back where you could adjust it, and you could wear it. And then if it doesn't fit your head,
You could. Hold up.
you
Breaking news story. You could wear the hat.
exactly. See,
There you go. There's a little bit of modeling right there as well.
exactly. This could be you.
This could be you. So, what we're going to pop in the chat for this one, unless there's a sudden message has come up.
I'm so glad you decided on the keyword, by the way, because I wasn't sure what I was going to come up with.
Well, don't thank me yet.
What do you mean?
You'll find out in moments.
Tim, what are you doing?
We could have a dramatic pause. We're going to have a dramatic pause. Okay. So, if you could type !protect Kai in the chat, just so that everyone can really drive home that Kai is not doing handstands. Kai is not running around doing dangerous things. Kai is very much staying comfy, cozy. You got your pillows there. See? Do you want some more? Do you want an extra pillow?
Oh, well,
No?
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Tim.
So we can make sure
It's
that
very
you're,
nice of you.
you're very welcome. So protect Kai, because we want to protect Kai.
Oh,
along
thank
with
you.
The rest of it.
I'm a bit
team.
worried why you have to make that a thing. Shouldn't everyone be protected?
Everyone should be protected.
Yeah.
But the chat was worried that you were out there trying to do handstands and hurting yourself.
Why would I do that?
That's just the way that it went.
break all the bones in my body.
I think I'm going to take the pillow back.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because you were hitting your microphone with the
I'm
pillow.
so sorry.
And we'd rather hear Kai as well, of
Yeah.
course. CM's breaking me in the background. Usually I manage to not respond and laugh and get stopped by them, but they did it. So I reckon, CM team, if you could pick a winner for us, please, to win this wonderful hat, we'll carry on. So, I mean, how are you enjoying doing the live stream, Kai?
Oh, I love it. I love being here, and talking to you. And you've been wonderful, Tim.
Oh, thanks.
I just hope I haven't done anything too silly.
I mean, I think if you have, I'm also guilty.
Oh,
And I think everyone at home has been really enjoying it as well. They all, I don't know why, they all want to protect you for some reason.
Well,
But yeah, this is your first live stream,
yep,
right?
Yep.
Like, completely?
yep.
This is incredible.
I spent all of yesterday night trying to remember that phrase, and I still couldn't
Weepy Abanibo.
Yes, Weepy Abanibo,
He
everybody.
got it!
Yay!
Yay!
Happy anniversary! Look at this hat; it's so happy.
Happy hat.
Okay, but yeah, and I was actually a little bit nervous thinking of the sort of things I'd want to talk about, trying to remember examples of things I learned in my time here in 2 years, because I've been around the very beginning of Planet Zoo, and it's just been incredible working on a game that has such a wholesome community, that also has very wholesome, colleagues, because almost everyone I work with at work, we all come around, sort of huddle together, and go all right, guys, how can we make this animal look good?
How can we make this cuter?
Exactly, right?
It's like, all right, guys. Cuter. Fluffier. More appealing.
Yes.
That's the way.
Exactly, right?
I got this, see? I know all the dev terms.
Oh, wow. You're amazing. It's almost like you've worked with this for years.
Oh, I know, it's crazy. There's lots of people saying that they've loved seeing you in the stream here as well,
Thank
though. And I think they're impressed that it's your first stream as well.
Well,
They were like, we'd love to see you on more streams as well. So you're always welcome to come back, of course.
Oh,
I mean,
have me.
streaming is something that before, of course, with everything in the world, that we had a little bit more often, and we've been making sure to keep them up as best that we can. But we've been trying to do a little bit more of it now that we've got a little bit more opportunity, like we're here in the studio. We have got a little bit more space to do that. Of course, we're staying very safe. We've got our masks and everything like that. We're making sure we've got a little bit of distance and all of that. But yeah, we're definitely looking forward to doing more streams in the future as well. Elle, for example, Elle Tannen, one of the CMs, We're trying to make sure they've got the right gear so they can join in hosting some of the streams sometimes as well. So that's going to be really cool. And I think we're probably going to see more of Kai on the future streams.
Oh, well, if you'll have me.
I mean, we'll definitely have you back. Of
Oh,
course we
thank you.
will.
Yeah,
Naturally.
I'll be glad to come back here.
As Gerbils Ate Me has said, you are a wholesome and fine chap.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that you feel that way.
We appreciate you back at home. So, did we do the giveaway? Yeah, we probably did the giveaway. I mean, I'm just looking for who won. One moment, please. Please hold. CM team. Well, while they tell me who was the winner, I think we can go and have a look. If you're ready for us, James. Because in the background, James has been placing blueprints very, very quickly in a zoo and made it look much nicer. So as you can see, here is, I believe this one with the lanterns is Fran's favorites.
Oh, that's so good.
So we got a winner for the hat.
Oh,
It was Red Eye Jedi from YouTube.
oh.
You won. Congratulations. Please make sure to email community@frontier.co.uk with a little bit of a screen cap and let us know that it was the hat that you won. We are taking some notes, but that would help us out massively so we can get you a prize. For any of our winners, if you are in territories where we wouldn't be able to send you your prizes, we'll figure out a code for a DLC or something like that. But yeah, congratulations. And
well done.
the chat's all saying congratulations to you as well. So that is
Yeah.
awesome. Let's get back to the builds.
Ooh.
So, Elle, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is one of the ones that was a favorite for Francesca, one of the other incredible members of the community management team here at Frontier. And this is quite impressive with all of the lanterns.
Oh, that's amazing. Like, look at that. The mood and scenery is like to die for. It looks like a concept art painting that just came to life. And the detail and the stuff on the boat, too. Look at that. And
It's just endless details.
oh,
I really like all of the lanterns, but that's a lot of lanterns.
it is. Is there a way to, like, put stuff midair? Because, you
I
know.
mean, it's right there.
I mean, yes, but like, I mean, in game, as in, like, how would you do that? Because I've, you know,
With joie de vivre.
joie de vivre.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
well, that's okay. I forgive you.
Okay.
So, I
I'm
think
sorry.
James is about to take us on a little tour through this build,
look at
and
that.
Elle confirmed for me that this is indeed one of Fran's favorites, and has dropped the link for it. So if you do want to check it out, you can always check it out there in the chats. So thank you very much, everyone. I love all of the different sort of the color for all of the
Yeah.
foliage around it, and the way they've used the lighting to help with that. It
Absolutely.
definitely shines at that nighttime scene, especially for all of the lanterns.
Yeah. Oh,
We've
man.
got the bridge to go with it. We're in a bridge. There we go. It's incredible.
It is. Oh, it's true to the sort of stuff that I had back in my own country as well. You know, I'm from Malaysia, and we do have these sort of Chinese temples and stuff like that.
Right.
And we don't really do the floating lantern thing, although I think it's beautiful and we should. It absolutely is. You know.
Yeah, no,
don't
I
understand
agree.
why we don't do that, and we've got this mystical rock. Yeah, it's very true to what I have back at home with all the temples as well. So good job to you, man. Look at that.
This is amazing.
It is.
We're stunned into silence. Sorry.
Yeah,
It's-
sorry about that. I was just
like-
admiring because it's really nice. It's like
It's
a
like,
piece of
wow.
concept art. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, well done.
So it's just an option. If you do want to pop the hat down on the table,
Oh, well, of
you're
course.
free to do so.
I just, wanted to hold on to it.
That's
because-
okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. We were all good. So let's have a look at the next one of the blueprints that we've picked, which are some of the team's favorites. So I think we've got somewhat of an ice castle here for this one.
Ooh.
You can see some of the theming to go along. There was some penguins there. There you go, around the fountain. And you've got the entrance. There's some penguins there.
Oh my god, they put dividers between the ATMs.
Penguins,
so-
about this many penguins.
Like, who would think about that? Like, that's just great. I love that. It's like a movie theater almost. Like a.
oh, it kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of like entranceways into an arena for like a show.
Oh.
It feels like at this
Yeah,
point
yeah,
here.
yeah, like a
You know what I
stadium.
mean?
Yeah,
We've got like
absolutely.
the little merch tables and everything.
Is it snowing? Oh.
I think James is somewhat of a master of this, and he's been setting the scene as we go each time.
Has he?
Yeah.
Wow. Well done, James. Oh, look
There
at
you
that.
go. He's changing it around.
Oh, that is amazing.
It's actually incredible with that dusting and with the snow coming through, with all of the ice there around it as well. The Ice Cathedral. Thank you very much, Elle.
Did he have like? Did he base this off of something, or did he just build this on himself? Because this looks amazing.
There's Bold saying that they enjoy us talking to each other. They said that the sass in this duo.
No, I mean.
sass in this duo.
Sass. I mean, well, Tim's like definitely like the fabulous one. Obviously, like have you looked at his hair? It's amazing. But like me, I'm just playing along to his tune. Like I'm just a guest.
My hair's actually like slowly falling out.
Excuse
of my
me,
scrunchie.
no.
No, not falling out. It's just coming out of
Oh,
a
I see,
scrunchie.
yeah.
So I'm just like, is it gonna stay put together or is it gonna fall?
No, it's looking good.
Well, it should be fine.
It looks great.
It's all right. We're not here to talk about my hair though.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we can do that after.
Oh, of
I'll give you
course.
some tips. It'll be great.
Sure.
So
I appreciate that.
we have a look down here as well. We've got, just even more of this. We've got the platforms there in the water. It's incredible work on this ice rock formation as well.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Is this like a habitat for polar bears? I reckon. Well, no, we have the floating platform, so I don't think they use that. So seals. It has to be seals, right?
Sorry, what's a seal?
Like a gray seal.
What's a grey seal?
What do you mean? It's an animal.
What?
A snow sausage.
Oh, right, a snow sausage.
You were
Sorry.
just baiting me in.
Sorry, my bad. I completely, yeah, of course, a snow sausage. My bad. Yeah, okay.
Yes, thank you, Tim.
Yeah, you're
It's a
welcome.
habitat for snow sausages. If you want to go that way, yes.
Yeah, the wonderful seals, the grey seals.
Yeah.
This is true. James, could we have a look at those fountains at the front a little bit more? Because they've got like with the penguins around the side.
Yeah, that
Thanks.
also looks really good.
This is very cool. I like with those penguins everywhere. It's the true location for this penguin army.
A penguin army. Oh,
Penguin
right.
army. Penguin army.
Yeah, this looks really good. It's almost like a stadium. You got a little Jeep and everything like that. It really amazes me.
But
how
look in here as well.
Yeah,
like,
the staff rooms.
Yeah, I like that. I just like the details.
Yeah.
That's it. I just like pointing at things.
Yeah. So a funny story I have with the staff rooms as well.
Yep.
Like I didn't really pay much attention to them until I had to do this one animation with the keepers, like them cutting up stuff and stuff like that. And then I spent a lot of time with them. And there's these little secrets and bits and stuff of set dressing that you can look around and like tell a story that I found really amusing, especially with some of the signs. Yeah, obviously they're in Planko language. Hofo Fi Feifo, Weepy Anubunu. I'm not
Okay,
really
we're going to have to work on your elocution. Weepy,
sure. I'm sorry, did I say it wrong?
weepy,
Weepy,
abo,
Abo,
nebo,
Nebo,
weepy, abo, nebo.
Weepy Abo Nebo. Oh, no, I wasn't saying that. I was saying something else.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
trying to say that.
No, not Weepy.
If you were, you failed.
Yes.
But you weren't saying
absolutely.
it, so you didn't fail, so it's
Yeah,
okay.
Look at that.
Look at the clock.
Yeah, it's a polar bear
I
with
love the
shades and the clock.
bear.
Yeah. See, so like whoever did this dressing.
Welcome to the Tim and Kai fawn over everything that's
Yeah.
in everything.
I'm sorry, but like I'm with Tim on this one. I'm always very amazed about the sort of little details they put in set dressing, even though it's technically not like the main highlight of the game. But they put so much effort into making everything look good, because most people would just like plop like, okay, here's like a desk and a chair, and
Yeah,
that's it.
it's just like this is the concept of a room,
Yeah.
and you get what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But no.
No, yeah. Someone went the extra mile to do this, so props to them. It's not really a big thing, but I just want to say like like
I'd
props
say
to
it
them.
is like this. All of this attention.
It is. I mean, it's not a big thing in a sense where it's not like the main draw. Like Planet Zoo doesn't go like,
Yeah.
we have like interior decorated, like, what's the word? Keeper zoo huts. Yes, that's what they're called. And it's not really advertised everywhere, but like all these little sorts of bits of magic is absolutely the sort of thing that I feel Planet Zoo represents. Even in terms of animation as well, we look for bits that are like these wonderful little bits of magic that we try to sprinkle in. Sometimes we can't, like, there's times when we go like, is it possible to get something in on time? And somebody will stand up and go, we'll get it in on time. Like absolutely, like this will go into the game, like one way or another. And that guy will go like the extra mile to like
Yeah.
get the thing in the game. Whether it's some sort of animation or some sort of quirky little like thing that they do, any little tiny little piece of magic that we can get
I
in the
think
game.
like one of the really nice things though as well is how like I spend a lot of time talking with the like executive producer, for example, and with the other producers, like without just naming them because I didn't ask if I could name them on the stream. But whenever we have these kind of concepts as well that come up for things that we've seen, it's always how can we find a way to enable the team to do this? Because we always, of course, we make sure that we're looking after all of our teams. So it's how can we balance that and find a way to make this possible for them to do, which is really cool. Because if someone says like, hey, I really think this is going to help, and it's like, okay, what can we do to help you get this into the game?
Yeah.
Which is always really, really cool.
Yeah, and it's all sort of fluid as well in terms of the process, I feel. Well, me from the animation team, working with other departments has always been a sort of balance between what we can sort of suggest and get away with. Obviously, we have to appease them and go like, oh, please, coding, Lord and Savior of the game, might we get this specific thing in? And they'll go like, we will think about it. You know,
see how
Yeah.
this goes.
Exactly. They'll
Yeah.
stroke their wise beards and go like, we will think about your request in earnest, my good man.
My good man,
Yeah.
wonderful chap,
Well-
Kai, the animator.
Yeah, it's obviously exaggerated, and the exchanges are a lot more casual, but
I can confirm the exchanges are way more casual than that. That is not how a process goes
No,
at
no.
here, where there's just like, thank you for your grand and wonderful request.
Yes.
We shall take it into consideration.
Yeah, it's-
You will find out in 3 to 5 business days, Kai.
yeah, God, love it. Yeah, it's not like that, but kind of all this sort of comes together in whether or not we can do something and whether it fits into the time scale that we have to deliver the thing,
Yeah.
and then, well, actually doing it. And
Well,
then-
that's all part of making sure that the team is doing well. We
Yeah.
want to make sure that everyone is doing great
Yeah.
and they are able to do the things. So it's how can we do that together?
Absolutely, yeah.
So we've had a lot of time having a look through this build. We have got one more blueprint that's in this area, I think, that we can go have a look at. And so this one is a bit of a shout out to one of the trends that we were talking about earlier.
Is this the thing? Yes, it's the thing.
This is the Diorama Trend, that's right. So this is an example of something that one of the community have made, again, which for me is pretty incredible. I'm quite a fan of another game that we have here at Frontier. So, you know, this is pretty cool for me, but this diorama, as you can see, is really heavily themed around that. And there's a lot of cool work that's been put into it. So, James, could we get the kind of zoom out? You were building the box around it. I didn't give you enough time to finish it, my bad. But so the way this trend has been going is that you can use those walls to kind of build a box for a diorama. And it's like when you're a kid and you've got to make a little scene. But then I think it was, chat is going to correct me if I'm wrong, and I hope they do, but I think Rudy, one of our incredible content creators, is responsible for one of the very first dioramas and certainly helping other people get inspired. And then we just saw them all lining up. It was really quite special.
Oh, props to you. man. Well done.
There's some things, there you go, Heather confirming for me that Rudy was the one who started them. So yes, Rudy the camel, of course. It's a content creator.
Oh, I see. You scared me for a minute. Like, camel made this? It's a very talented camel.
With hoofs.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so
Oh my
talented. Props
so
to you, man. Yeah.
we've got some interesting comments here from Bold. So not sure quite what it means. Is new. I think they're singing.
I see.
Yeah, I think so.
You scared me a little bit there going into the song.
We're not going to break into song.
Oh, we're not? No, I had
no.
this whole thing prepared, you know, like. No, I don't.
I mean, you had a whole
Tim,
thing.
no. No, Tim.
It's okay.
We're not breaking out the dance routine. The
No.
world isn't ready.
Not yet.
Not
It
yet.
needs refinements.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And a backing track.
Yes.
That we still have to commission.
Someday.
One day.
One day. But yeah.
Shout out to JJ.
I think this is incredible. I actually worked a bit on Jurassic World Evolution as well, and it was a fine game. And this encaptures it. Look at the little door.
Yeah, with the gate, right?
Yeah.
It's really cool. And you did it anyway. You sang it anyway.
Am I not supposed to?
No, I mean, you can do a little bit, that's fine.
Okay.
But, we'll stop there, I think.
Yes, sorry.
But yeah, this really captures that feeling, which
Yeah.
is very, very cool. Like you've got all of that foliage around it, you've got the gates, you've got the cars as well,
Yeah.
of course. But it's just such a wonderful example of the dioramas, and I'm not sure who in the team was the one that this was one of the favorites. Elle, if you remember, please let me know. But yeah, some people are really loving like the waterfall in there as well.
Yeah, I think that's great as well.
It's really cool, right?
The only thing that would like make this insane is if somewhere around here, you know, can we say dinosaur? I'm not really sure.
I mean, if you had that as a scenery piece, it would be quite cool.
Yeah, you get like a T-Rex.
Just
head
a little
popping out.
model there, like a
Yeah,
scenery.
Exactly.
It would be very cool.
It would. Like, just
So, just seeing the time, we are coming towards the end of our stream, but I think we could probably do another giveaway.
Oh,
I
well.
know how much you like those.
I do love giving people things.
do
Yes.
love giving people things.
Yep.
That I can confirm. So I've got a couple messages. Basically, just saying that you're an absolute treasure. There's a lot of love for Kai in the chat.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We're
don't-
going to shower you with love and praise and adoration. That's what we do here.
No.
So, for a giveaway, we've now moved to full screen, so thank you very much, James. Shout out again to James, who you saw at the beginning of the stream, who has been doing all of this building and driving in the background while we do this. So, for a giveaway, I'm like, what can we do? What can we do?
Is that like box of candy I think we could give away? I don't know.
No, that's
Oh,
sort of
Christ.
decoration.
I
But we could do another one. Sure. Let's hang on. I'm gonna just stand up. There we go. We've got this.
Oh.
So
Wow.
this is what was in this box, and that means we could give away another beaver.
Oh. Oh, one of you are going to be lucky.
There you go. Would you like to present the box, Kai?
Oh.
You've been doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, Tim.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've got to hold one of
It's
these.
just like I'll just turn around and grab something. It's the final giveaway of the stream, so we make it a big one.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I've not held one of these things in my hands. A beaver crate. Ooh, and this could be yours.
So this, once again, is the media kits that we had for the North America Animal Pack. And involved inside, you'll find a beaver and some American sweets, and you'll find a wonderful road trip map, which is incredible. It was so cool watching that one come together. A little sticker sheet in there as well, and a postcard, which you can see is still there. It's right there.
Yay.
You can see it. So we're going to need to decide on a sort of how we want people to go for this giveaway. So, any ideas?
What do you mean? Do you want to make it tricky or?
I wasn't going to make it tricky. It was more, what should we have as the prompt?
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, right, well, it's going to be a 4-step plan.
I don't know. You were looking at me a certain way, so I'm like, is this you do something really cool? It's like a James Bond thing.
I mean, I would argue that this whole stream has been something pretty cool.
Oh well, yeah, of course. But like, do you mean like like a secret agent thing? Are we gonna give like a Morse code thing? Like how many times I tap my hand on the box? When, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know.
How many times you tap your hand on the box?
I don't know.
Just like James Bond.
It could be a James Bond thing.
Could be.
All right,
be.
no, it absolutely couldn't. But
Wait, no, it couldn't. I
No.
take it back.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, if you don't have any ideas, I'd say something that represents North America, beavers. No, let's not go with that.
Oh no, there's a cute one. The CMs have watched us floundering and they came up with a cute one.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Oh,
And hang on, and breathe in. Breathe out. Are we good?
we're good.
Okay,
Thank you
we're
for
good.
that, Tim.
You're
Oh.
very welcome. So Elle came up with a lovely one. Is Plan Zoo turns 2 with the number 2.
I like that.
So this is, after all, our anniversary celebration stream for Planet Zoo turning 2 years old, our 2nd anniversary.
Yay. So
Elle, if you could pop that in the chat so everybody knows what the correct prompt is going to be. We'll go with Plan Zoo turns 2. There you go. You can see it from Frontier_Eltanin in Twitch chat, and I think it will just be from Eltanin in YouTube chat. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Plan Zoo turns 2, because pretty wonderful anniversary.
Absolutely,
I would say,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So while everybody enters on that one, I think I don't have any of these to give away, but they're super cute. So I just wanted to show everybody at home. We made some anniversary cookies. Yeah, they're really, really cute.
Really?
So, I mean, we've got a set here. So shout out for Rachel for handing over a set so that we could look at them on the stream.
Aw.
If we go for the camera, from the eye in the sky, there we go. I'll move my laptop away. There we go. So you can see we've got this wonderful, I have to do the angles again. No, it's really hard because of the view that I see. Happy anniversary card here, which is the same art that we've seen. We've shared this card on social media. We used it for the live stream assets as well. And it's just a wonderful message on the back. This says, Wipi Abernebo. It's our favorite phrase of the day.
Absolutely.
It's a fantastic phrase. So this is pretty wonderful. But here is one of the packs of our biscuits. So we've got, there we go. I don't want to drop them.
Oh, absolutely.
Because like, I'm really scared I'm going to woof, and it's gone.
I know.
So we'll pop the lid over there.
All right.
And then for everyone else, we can show you. Should we do one at a time?
There's more than one?
There's 3.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we wanted to celebrate the anniversary and celebrate the different packs that we've been releasing. So here's the first one.
Oh, it's a meerkat.
There's a little meerkat. It's super cute.
You
And it's just going to be me and you falling over it because I can't see the chat right now.
No.
But it's okay. So, ready for the next one?
No.
No?
I don't know. I don't know if my heart can take it.
Okay, well, your heart's going to have to deal with it because here we go.
Oh, it's a
We've got a little
beaver.
beaver cookie.
It's a beaver. It's a big boy. Whoa.
The next one. It's a big
Look,
boy.
look at him. Look at that big
It is
beaver.
very cute.
It's such a
And
cute
I can
beaver.
confirm they're all super tasty biscuits as well. And so, for the final one, I'll go from the other direction and reveal all of them at once.
All right, here we
And
go.
I mean, you love him. You talked about it. It's our sun
The
bear.
sun bear!
There's the sun bear. So there we go. We'll hold them up slightly and then figure out how I'm going to orient this. There we go. We've got these wonderful biscuits. So the idea behind these is it's our 2nd anniversary and we've released some incredible packs this year. So we wanted to kind of represent that. And so you've got these little examples from all of these different packs that we've released.
That's amazing.
They're just super cute. So yeah, I think we're probably going to eat these ourselves,
We are?
but it's okay. And I'm going to cover them up again now.
Okay.
There we go. We're going to pop them away because we will do our final giveaway, which is for this wonderful North America animal pack, which features a beaver plushie. So
Yeah.
I'm going to check now and have a look over on the chat and on the CM chats and see who the winner is. So you guys let me know who the winner is and I'll announce it. And while I wait for that, we'll just continue chatting.
All right.
Yep. It's been an incredible stream, I think. So for a little bit of a recap, because it's always nice to summarize at the end, we've been celebrating the Planet Zoo 2nd anniversary today. You've met a familiar face with James, who's a senior programmer and has been doing an incredible job behind the scenes running the game whilst we've been talking. You've met Bavo, who is new to the streams as a 3D artist and did some incredible work bringing us Bernie's Bakes, bringing us the cake shop. And we've also met Kai, one of our incredible animators. Wave for the camera, Kai. There we go. So we've got a winner for this kit, and that is Owlish246 on Twitch.
All right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You won yourself a North America animal pack.
Well done. You've won this amazing crate that contains Boxy the Beaver.
Boxy the Beaver.
I couldn't think of a better
Well,
name.
we hadn't named it. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Okay, Boxy the Beaver.
Yeah.
So please send an email to community@frontier.co.uk and the team will pick up your email there and help sort out getting this over to you. And I think we've said it several times, send a little screen cap, show that it's actually you, and we'll get it all sorted out for you. But yeah, congratulations, Boxy the Beaver.
Yay,
So
well
I
done.
think before we go, we're gonna, can you remember all the names that you gave to everything?
This is Hippos.
Hippos.
This is Spot.
Okay,
And this is Boxy.
there you go.
And this is Bavo.
This is Bavo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Bavo. I almost forgot about
It's
you.
gonna be okay. And then, did you name the hat?
Did I name the hat? Yeah, that's Hattie.
Oh, you could have just said no.
Why do you do this to me? Why are you so mean to me?
It's because it's just having a great time hanging out with Kai.
No, it's
So,
fine. Yeah.
I think that's going to be everything from us for today. I do want to say a huge thank you to everybody in the Planet Zoo community. Thank you for being a part of it, enjoying all of the packs, sharing your thoughts with us and talking with us in the community team, the dev team as well. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has been a part of the community over the last 2 years. You are what makes it so special for us to do what we do. When we see all of those messages that come in and we see all the creations that you guys put out there, it's just amazing, honestly. And on our side, it's not just on the CM team and on the development team. There's also wider teams across the board who are all working really hard on the game. And we've just been having such a great time. And we want to say thank you to all of you. And of course, thank you to all of our moderators as well for everything that you do as well. So I think with that, we're going to say goodbye. Please enjoy the Planet Zoo anniversary update. You can find your black and white ruffed lemurs right now in the game. You can find Bernie's Bakes right now in the game. If you pop down a Looney's Balloons, you'll be able to see the Weepy Abanibo anniversary balloons. And from now through the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, you can still, of course, do plenty in the community challenges as well. So I guess that's it from us for now until when we manage to set up for the next streams, which we, of course, are planning to do. And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your anniversary day and weekend. So I guess we could sign out by just saying Weepy Abanibo.
All right,
Do you want
buddy.
to try and say it at the same time?
Sure thing.
We're going to go? Okay.
Here we go. You
We'll do it
count me
like
down,
an
buddy.
intuit. No, we're not going to count. We're
You
just
don't?
going to intuit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Weepy Abanibo.
There you go.
Oh, wow, that
Thank
came
you,
out
everyone.
perfectly. Well done. Yay!
Bye.